what's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a word ninja on the phone, guys. I'm going to show you a tactic, a technique to get people to influence and persuade people with something I call sleight of mouth. Right? If you think of a good magician, a magician knows how to use sleight of hand in order to get him to see what he thinks you want, or in order to get you to see what he wants you to see and not really what's going on. Well, guess what? You can do the same with your mouth, guys. And I'm going to show you right now on this phone call. But before I do, my name is Mugica, guys. I run a company called One Call Closers, and One Call Closers to this date sells for some of the biggest influencers on the planet, guys. Guys like Dean Graciosi, Tony Robbins, Bedros Keuilian, Onyx Signal, Robbie Blanchard, and many more. And to this date, we've done over $27 million in high ticket sales. So selling courses, masterminds, information products online. So if you're watching this video and you want to know how to crush more deals, well, I'm going to show you exactly how. Or if you're on this call and you just want to learn how to get into sales and probably have one of the most valuable skills on the planet, guys, how to use your words to influence somebody to take action, I'm going to show you in this video. So again, it's going to come down to something I call sleight of mouth. And it's called the hierarchy of criteria strategy. It's one strategy out of many strategies, guys, that I'm going to show you on this channel that you can utilize in order to close more deals on the phone. Okay? And the way the strategy works is the language pattern is, well, what's more important to you? And so it's a way to gauge what somebody's criteria is for making a decision. Because as humans, we all have a measure of criteria. Some humans place a higher criteria on making decisions around their family. Some people make it around money. Some people make it around time freedom. Some people make it around luxury items. So we have to know where somebody stands in the hierarchy of criteria, because once we tap into their highest criteria, guys, we can then influence them to make a decision, if that makes sense. So, for example, let's just say you're talking to John, and John's on the phone, and you're trying to sell him a course, a product, a mastermind, and John says, well, you know, man, I want to give it some time. I don't think I'm going to invest right now. I'm going to hold on to my cash, and then I might come back at a later time when I think it's a better fit for me. And then, so what you could say in order to, appeal to John's hierarchy of criteria, you could say, hey, John, totally get it, man. But hey, what's more important to you, John? Is it more important that you hold on to your cash right now and don't invest and go back to the same life that you're living? Or is it more important, John, that you get the freedom that you want in order to spend more time with your kids? What's more important to you, right? Or let's just say somebody, let's just say you get on the phone and somebody says, I need to think about it. Right? Well, we already covered that in the last video, guys, and I'll leave that down below. But when somebody says I need to think about it, you need to understand what the reality is, right? And that comes down to the reality strategy. And what the reality strategy states is, in order to understand what somebody's belief is for the objection, we need to understand where he's coming from. So if somebody says I need to think about it, you can say, hey, John, what makes you say that, right? And so then John's like, well, I just don't know if it's going to work for me. I'm a little bit fearful because I've tried things in the past, and I just don't know if it's going to work for me. And so then what you can do is the hierarchy of criteria is you can say, hey, John, I totally get that. But hey, John, what's more important to you? Is it more important that you let the fear hold you back from achieving your dreams, John? Or is it more important that you find a pathway to freedom to get out of your 9-to-5 and spend more time with your family? What's more important to you? And so that way we can appeal to John's highest level of criteria for making a decision, and then we can influence and persuade him to say, well, yes, right? That's what the game's all about, guys. So again, there's multiple ways you can kind of use hierarchy of criteria, but just remember the strategy behind it is we're trying to identify what somebody's highest criteria for making a decision is, crush the lowest or the lower level criteria, and allow them to make a decision based off their highest level of criteria, right? So if somebody says, well, I want to go to school, but I'm just, I want to go get a higher level of education, but I'm just a little bit busy, working my job right now, right? Well, you could say, well, hey, I totally get it, but what's more important to you? Is it more important that you continue working in a job that you don't like, John? Or is it more important that you go get that education so you can go become a doctor and do what you've dreamed of doing your whole life, right? And he's like, well, it's more important that I do that. Exactly, so why don't you go do that, right? So again, guys, Multiple ways you can use the sleight of mouth. It's a powerful, powerful trigger for influence and persuasion. And again, this is just one of many examples that I'm going to show you on this channel, guys, in order to crush way more deals on the phone. All right. Number one's reality strategy. What makes you say that? How do you know that? The next one's hierarchy of criteria, which is, hey, what's more important to you, right? All right, guys, hope that helps. And again, if you are a sales professional already, or if you want to get into the game of sales and high ticket closing, one of the fastest growing things right now, guys, is online education. There's more opportunity than ever to be a closer. And I know our company is always looking for closers, guys. And so if you want to learn from the best, join the one called Closers University. Click the link down below, get on the phone with us and see if it's a good fit. Again, you can do this for absolutely free, guys. We'll show you the way it works on the phone. But again, we try to make it a win-win for everybody. So if you're interested in that, click the link down below. But if you enjoy the content, guys, please subscribe, share, like it, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.